What's up YouTube, Vish here doing this fourth part of the Pad Rails tutorial series for you. What we're going to be seeing today is a simple three-way intersection, and pretty much what it lets you do is push a button to go whichever way you want to. And this is going to be useful as far as railroad designs go, being that in our next video, hopefully we're going to have some sort of a railroad design for you guys, showing you guys how to set it up and all that good stuff. So credits definitely have to go out to Mastermind, which is a guy or gal who's created some sort of layout that has all this wirestone and these things hooked up here, all this snazzy stuff, and I went ahead and created it and got into working, so that way I can show you guys how to make it in just a minute. So real quick here, we got these buttons, and depending on which button you push from which direction you come in, you're going to go a certain way. And so I'm just going to go ahead and get started with a little test. Push the dispenser, and this is really basic. If you guys want to make it, just right click, and all you got to do to set one of these up is right click on the dispenser once you got it down. Go ahead and fill it up with minecarts, and then you can put a button on the front, press it, and you get a minecart. Really simple. So all you want to do is get a cart set up on the track. Once you get in it, you can push a button. And if you want to go straight, there's one button for that. And I'm going to let it do its little round here real quick. And if you want to take a turn, another button for that. You guys will probably notice that we got some detector rails in place. And all it does is, you know, increase your efficiency. And, you know, it removes the actual need for the redstone torches, things like that. And I'm going to go ahead and just place it from this side so I can show you the other side of it, seeing that it is a three-way intersection. So I'm going to go to the right first, and it comes right back around. And one other thing, if I go the other way, I just want to show you guys over here how this is set up. It goes and it turns, and this course it actually turns onto this and goes left. And there's a reason for that, which I don't want to really get into in this video. But when there's a choice, there's something called the Southwest rule, and that kind of presides over things. But you know, that's for another time. And yeah, I haven't gone left yet. So push the button, and it'll go ahead and shoot me left. And for anyone who's wondering how this is working, really all it is if you've seen our earlier videos, you guys will notice how we've explained how the how these powered rails work. In their off state, they hold the cart, and I'm gonna go ahead and world edit up some land so we can get working while I explain this. But pretty much what it is that if you guys have seen the other videos, we kind of explain how it's required. Like, it helps us out that that the powered rails in their off state will hold the cart. And so if I want to get something working, all you got to do is leave it there and then power it afterwards. And what that will let you do is, let me go ahead and just set this up higher here. And if you guys don't know about world edit, you guys want to learn about it because it's really cool, just let me know and I can go ahead and make a video, and you guys will see how easy that was to create this little block of sand. So okay, so just to get started, what we're gonna do is lay down some track. Actually, you know, let's start with the remaining intersection, and I'm just gonna start it over here. So you're gonna dig a little pit, and once you got the pit, you're gonna want to dig it straight out. So we're gonna dig it, and I'll tell you the full dimensions in a second. So you got 2 by 3 here, and you got 1 outwards. Reason for this is, I don't know if you saw the other design. We're actually gonna need to have it one more wider. So make it 3 by 3, and then extend it 1 on this side. And I'll show you why you need to do that right now. But then you're gonna want to start by just putting down the rail. To have this rail, you're gonna need to have 1 on the top, wherever you want it. And we're gonna do this in these 3 corners. If you guys can kind of visualize that this would be going down, up, and the other side. So once you got that, place down the power track on the side, and it'll be going downwards like this. And then you're going to want to have the rail placed down, and it'll connect 2 of them. Once you guys got that, now we just got to do a little bit of redstone work, and we'll be set. And it's nothing hard, but, you know, that's that. So once you have this up, you're gonna want to just keep in mind that you're gonna put the button on the second row here. But once you get that, just get some buttons out, place them down, and you're gonna want to put another area for buttons here. Once you got that, I personally made a dispenser back there, but we can do that later. That's not really applicable to what we're doing here. And the other design the other guy did was a little different, and I'm sorry, this also has to be dug out. So I will go ahead and put the button. I'll do that after. So once you guys got the buttons down, you want to take some redstone and just lay it down and connect these two that are right across from each other. What that's going to do is it's going to let you have one button connecting both of these. And if you guys will notice, when I push the button, this button is linked with this redstone, which goes around and powers the other one as well. And when I push this, it's going to flip it and power them all. So that's what you're going to need if you're coming from this side and you want to take a left turn. Once you get that, all you want to do is lay one more piece of one more thing of redstone over here. You guys will notice that it just lets you change it from one side. Here, I'm going to show you real quick with the buttons. Put down a block right next to it, lay a button down, and you guys will notice when I whoops, that's weird. There we go. When you press it, it's just going to light these two tracks up. And the reason for that is when you want to take it right, you don't want to worry about, you don't want to even mess with this track, and this needs to stay the same. And as you guys know, you press this button, changes them all. So this is really basic, and I'm just going to go ahead and put down a couple more track, just so it has somewhere to go once it gets out there, so you guys can kind of see how it does work. And I personally, for this design, have this just loop around this way. And oops. You guys will notice they still have this glitch in here. Sometimes it fixes it, sometimes it doesn't. But we got this side connected, and I'm gonna have this actually loop around the other way. You guys can set this down in any way again, it doesn't really matter. But once you got that, I can go ahead and just take a cart, push it down, and sometimes that happens where it glitches and it kind of gets in these cracks. Don't worry about that. It usually works fine. So once you're in it, just go ahead, push a button, and there you guys will see that it worked fine. Obviously, you guys will also see that I'm going kind of slow, and really all that is because I don't have the powered rails put in anywhere else. So there's nothing to really boost me along my way, but it shouldn't really be a big deal. Why isn't this cart breaking? There we go. Once you get it on the other side, just go ahead and get in and test it out again. And you go this way first, and then I'll try the other one. And obviously the way I'm using it probably isn't going to be ideal, because you guys can kind of see it at no matter which side you're coming from, it resets you to this side as the starting point if you're coming from this side. That's just the way that this is designed, because this is meant to be the third oncoming track. So likely what you'd use this for is if you had, say, like a couple different tracks set up and you wanted them all to come into one station for somewhat of a complicated design. That's going to give you more power to do whatever you want. Then that's that. The only time it's going to loop back around is if you just go the same way. And that's that. Really, you can manipulate this for whatever you like, and hopefully it's pretty simple. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description to the guy's picture who created this, and you guys can just see it's really just the same thing. But you know, that's that. If you guys have any questions, just leave me a comment. Otherwise, thumbs up and subscribe if you guys like the series, and we'll see you guys in the next one. So take care.